let's start off, I think, before we continue along that ribbon. We're in the insert ribbon. We'll drop down to this table, get a little bit of data in there. Let me zoom that in. You can see you've got your zoom down here like you'd expect. I'll come in a little bit on that one. And we've got something known as flash fill. So it automatically fills a series of entries depending on what we're typing. So in B1, I might want to extract the asset numbers into this column. So we did have a feature called, and you may have used it, text to columns previously. Maybe you wanted to split what you had in one column, for example, first name away from last name, maybe for sorting purposes. But you can use flash fill. So if I wanted to get the asset numbers out of there, I can use 11010. So that's the first number. Since I start typing the first digit of the second one, I get flash fill. If I want all of the other ones, I just press enter and I've got them. So it's giving me the option of undoing what I've just done. I've already accepted it by pressing enter, or selecting the range of cells that flashed, and that's done exactly that. So I'll just give you one more example. It will copy the caps that you type in. So if I type this employee name in capitals, it will copy that through. I've got Kevin. I'll type Sean with a capital S, and you can see they're all capitals. So however you type it, it copies. And then we go flash fill. It's not linked. If I change it there, I don't think it's going to change there. It's just a replication of that data. I'd like to move on to another sheet to show you another tool that they've incorporated within the table area. If I make a selection of the table, it's called Quick Analysis. And that's this button down here. So I may want to run some totals at the bottom of this table. I've got totals. I can click that. I can point to, because you get the live preview, sum. Okay, done. Maybe you want to run some averages at the end of the rows. Totals, can't see it. You can navigate through the buttons. It's a scroll list. Get the one you want. I wanted to run some averages. Clicking on that. So you can see once again they brought tools down into the spreadsheet area, the grid area if you like, and then you can quickly get on. In this case, I'll format those. Let's give them 2 decimals. Selecting the range, right-clicking, giving me the mini toolbar where I can increase and decrease my decimals. Click decrease and presto. I think I'll just undo those and get the raw data back again. Leave that selection back into Quick Analysis, and let's start with formatting, pointing to data bars. So the bigger the number, the wider the bar. If I did include that change in number size, then yes, it would change the length of the bar. You can see that's increased there. I'll clear the data bars. There's all sorts of different data bars, but that's using conditional formatting. If you have used conditional formatting, that's in the home ribbon there, conditional formatting, which is where we can see data bars, but we're working with flash fill. So let me just go back into flash fill. We're not working with flash fill, it's been a long week. We're working with Quick Analysis. So data bars there, and I've got clear there, so let me click clear format, and that's all cleared away. Let me go back into Quick Analysis. Charts. Different types of charts, but you get the live preview. You point to the type you want, you can see what it is, what it looks like. I can get into all my charts, more charts. It takes me into my insert chart window in my recommended page. So they've added this page to your all charts page, where you'll see a couple of new charts. Waterfall is an example of that. Funnel is another one, and I'll show you another one as well. So they have added some new charts in there. You can see there's another one right there. Lack of time will prevent us from going through all of those, but we can get the ever popular clustered column. So let's go ahead and select that one, giving you your chart tools, as you'd expect, your content sensitive ribbon. You can see I get a title box now. I can click into that and I can just type my title straight in without having to include that box. And I type finance in there. But you will notice now to the right of your chart you have got some extra buttons. So this is the chart elements, and you will see that to the left of the design ribbon for the chart tools is the same button. Change chart type used to be to the left of the design ribbon, now is to the right. You'll see the button, same icon, but it may be in a different position. Let's go into chart elements. You get live preview. If I point to axis titles, I may want to add a base axis title, product. So that would add both if I click that, but I've got this little right facing arrow for each one of these. Clicking on that, some extra options. I just want a primary horizontal. Clicking on that, don't need to go anywhere else. I've got it there, and I'll type product. So it's going into the formula bar. Anything you type that goes in the formula bar, you press enter to get it down into your sheet, and there that is entered in. Let's go briefly back into chart elements. And I might want to add the numbers from the table in the chart. It doesn't work particularly well in this view. It'd probably be better if I added the data table. You can see those numbers right there. So we've got live preview there. Let's move on to format button. Different styles, different colours. So you can see I might want to get it more in tune with the organisation's branding. You can create your own, by the way, and they will be available in this list, because branding should be a precise match. These are Microsoft's colours. Let me go back to style, and you can see with the live preview what I'm going to get if I select one of these. So this is a better layout if I want to include the data labels above that chart, those numbers in there. I'll leave the default selection. We can now filter the chart filter. Just like you can filter a table, you may have seen those little drop down buttons in your tables headings. You tick one of those, click one of those, and you get a list of check boxes. Tick what you want, untick what you don't. Well, I've added these filters to charts. So maybe I didn't want to view January's sales. You see when I point to January, it's showing me what I'm going to filter out. Selecting January, nothing going on there yet. It will, but I also wanted to filter out mouse. To filter those, you need to apply. Click apply, and without having to change the data, the source, it filters right there in the chart. You do click these buttons to close the boxes. I'll open that one back up. I'll include January mouse and click apply. You can click into the chart area as well to close those. Okay, now while we're looking at charts, I think I'll open up another file to show you the other chart type. I should have that under recent to do with the regions, and I've got a few regions. Notice when I save this, these will collapse. You can double click these tabs as well. Double clicking that tab will expose that ribbon. That's a good way to get into that. But we've got different UK regions, regions within England. So let's have a look at this 3D map. Insert, and you've got this mapping chart here. So this is part of the PowerSuite I mentioned. So of those tools, they've actually included them in Excel, so you don't need to get add-ins. You need to turn something on to get the Power Pivot, etc. They've also brought them into the program as well. But yeah, it's tuned into England there because those are the regions we've got. You can see this is fully flexible. Whatever you've typed in there, it will go straight to that region. If it was global, it would, of course, show that as a flatter area. But I'm going to add my months into the height. I've got regions already there. So let's add January, add that. And you can see these have come out a little bit. Add another one, February. And these are included in there. I'm pretty sure BBC used this when they run their business report on BBC News. They show the globe with little spikes, and I think it's the mapping. But it's a long way away, so I can zoom that in, and then it gets clearer and clearer. And you can record this as a video as well, and save it as a separate video file that could be played from here, just to let you know. Great reporting tool, and I can change the chart type. I may want the clustered there, or I may want, and look what happens if I change it to a pie. They overlap because I've zoomed too far out. So if I zoom that in a little bit more, it'll be coming crystal clear, and it's all linked to that table. Change the numbers in the table, it'll update here automatically, and you've got chart tools there, pinning maps and labeling it, and all sorts of things available. So it's a really powerful tool now, Excel. The depth within the app is quite substantial.